pretty crazy that all that can happen with this little guy, hey? Eh? Hey everybody, how's it going? Long time no see. I've been real busy. I haven't really had time to sit down and do product reviews. However, today I do. And today we have the brand new Shure MV88 Plus video kit. It is a digital stereo condenser microphone kit that works with your phone, be it iOS or Android. It comes with a whole bunch of stuff inside. It comes with a little pouch, it comes with some accessories. It's got two cables, the USB-C for Android phones and the lightning cable for iOS phones. It comes with a clamp for your phone and a shoe mount mic clip, a windscreen for the microphone, and the microphone itself. And here it is, the MV88 Plus video kit. Now, one of the main features this comes with, high-resolution stereo recording from 16-bit 48 kHz up to 24-bit 48 kHz. Well, that changes the bit rate, but it's fantastic. It's very high-resolution recording. On-screen metering, editing and file sharing, in-app hardware controls for MV88 Plus, including one-touch setup, gain, stereo width and polar pattern, 5-band EQ, high-pass filter, compressor, and limiter. That's a lot of options for a little microphone. And now, we unbox the unit right here. This is the package it comes in. Pretty straightforward box, but it's got a little guide over here describing what it comes with, etc. And this is the roll-up bag, the pouch. This is the tripod. Oh, that's pretty cool. Here we have the contents. So, we've got the microphone itself right here. It's already got the windshield on it. Let's see, this comes off. And this is the clamp. This is the clamp over here. It's easily adjustable and you can tighten it with this screw over here. This is the mic clip, which you would basically fit onto the clamp this way. And you can tighten it with this. Very easy. Simple to use. This here, USB-C cable. So this plugs into your phone, the USB-C, and this one plugs into the microphone. And over here, we have the lightning cable. I don't need to unwrap it. So now, with the microphone itself, because it comes with two capsules inside to be able to pick up in stereo, they indicate over here left and right. And it comes with multiple polar pattern selections. Basically, this means you are able to adjust the direction from which your mic picks up the source, which you can select in the app that you download, the Shure Motive Plus app, either in iOS or in Android. It's pretty crazy that all that can happen with this little guy, hey? Eh? So here I've quickly set up the microphone to demonstrate the 4 polar patterns to you in the studio environment, just so you get an idea of how it works and how the sound is reproduced in playback once you've recorded in each of those patterns. Starting with the stereo width right now, you can hear, if you have a stereo set up at home, the voice move from left to right and right to left and so forth. This is the stereo width option of the microphone. It's pretty cool. Next we have the monocardioid. This is a standard polar pattern that comes with most microphones. This pretty much picks up from everywhere around here and starts to reject everything around the sides. Slowly you can hear the voice attenuate. It drops down in level. And the further back you go, the less it is. And it comes out in mono only, so if you have a stereo setup, you'll still hear me coming out of the center, and the center alone. Now I have the mono bidirectional setup on. If you notice, my voice is a lot lower than it was with the previous setups. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this mic around sideways, and you're going to notice a change in level. The second capsule is working front, back, to pick up this way. So this kind of setup works with one-on-one interviews, for instance. If I flip to the other side, you will hear the same result. It is still loud. But once I put it back to normal, what you would think is normal, what is normal, it's a lot lower. So only the capsule that works this way is activated right now. The main capsule is not. As for the raw mid-side recording, right now the two capsules are working. The one that works as cardioid polar pattern pickup, and the second one for the figure of 8 pickup, which I demonstrated earlier. So now you should be able to clearly hear me here, and here, and here. That's the raw mid and sides. And if you have a DAW, if you're a producer that can dissect the two, you're good. And that is what it looks like mounted on the tripod stand with the phone clamped in. You can see I have the Shure Motive Plus software open. And I'm gonna do a screen video recording now to show you how that app works. Alright, so now we are going to open the Shure Plus Motive app. It's downloadable for free from the Google Play Store and from the Apple Store. So now if you look at the screen, you'll see a number of things. One is the meter over here that's picking up the signal going into the microphone, and you will see a microphone icon. You click on the icon and you see a number of options that you can tweak for your recording setup. Starting with the gain, this is manually adjustable, or you can select presets. First one is for speech, the next one is for singing vocalists, the next is for any type of application, then instrumentation and loud venues. Now you have the multiple polar pattern selections. The first one is stereo width. So basically, two capsules working together to pick up in the front and left and right. The degree to which you pick up the stereo imagery is adjustable from 60 degrees up to 135 degrees. The monocardioid polar pattern is a standard setting. If you're, say, interviewing somebody, this is what you would use, or if you were focused at the subject in front of you. The next polar pattern is a mono bidirectional polar pattern, or figure of 8. This uses the second capsule that is inside the microphone. This capsule is designed to pick up from the sides. So this is something that a podcaster ideally would use to record both himself, herself, and the subject. And you would place the microphone horizontally between the two subjects. The next polar pattern is the two capsules both working simultaneously. Each capsule will be working separately. The first capsule is picking up from the front and the second from the sides. And if you have a middle and sides decoder in your DAW, if you're an engineer, you would be able to isolate this recording so that you can tweak each individual take from each capsule. Next, we have a limiter. This would be used in loud settings, loud environments. Then we have a compressor. The compressor basically compresses the signal so that you don't have too many transients, and you have multiple settings: off, light, medium, and heavy. The high-pass filter rolls off the low end, so if you're in a windy area, if you roll off to 150 Hz, you'll cut off most of that boominess that is associated with wind noise feeding into a microphone. And you've also got an equalizer, which you can tweak, leave it flat if you're an engineer who's going to do post work. Or if you want to use it, you can. You can boost the mids, you can boost the lows, and yeah. As for the video settings on Android, from what I can see here, you can record up to 4K at 30 frames per second, though my phone is having a bit of an issue with that. So I'm currently stuck at 1080p, maybe unless a patch comes out from Shure. But the other options are 720p, 30 frames per second, and 24 frames per second. As for the recording format, there's multiple options. You have 128 kilobits per second AAC, 256 kilobits per second AAC, which is the highest recording. And for the bitrate, you can adjust it between 44.1 kilohertz and 48 kilohertz. You can also flip cameras, so instead of using the main camera, you can flip to the selfie camera. Just a note, when you're using the selfie camera and you use the stereo width polar pattern, if you scroll down, you'll see an option that pops up, the left and right swap. Basically what that does is, because when you're using the regular camera and pointing forward, whatever is coming in from the left is configured as left and right and so forth. When you flip it, it inverts. So this allows you to compensate for that when you're shooting, say, a selfie video and you're talking into it. This is also a really cool feature. And that's pretty much it for the app, really. So if you're an Instagram influencer, if you're a vlogger, a podcaster who likes to go mobile, and you need a microphone that can do a great job in picking up the audio you need to do your work, I think this is the mic for you. It's pretty versatile, it's pretty mobile, and it comes with a pretty modest price tag too. Just 999 dirhams from melodyhousemi.com, or you could go to the store at Golden Diamond Park. It's a good mic. I think you should go for it if you fit into any of those categories. It's a very, very modest investment. Works with your phone, be it Android, be it iOS. Just make sure they're newer generation phones, and you're good to go. Anyway, that is it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you soon. Well, that about wraps it up. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and follow Melody House MI and NMK Electronics on Facebook. I will be doing more of these reviews in the style I've demonstrated today. If you want this kind of entertainment, those are the pages to follow. Until next time, see you then.